Welcome, Jeanne.
Thank you, and hi everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to come to talk to you today. Again, I'm Jeanne Weiler. I represent the Office of the President at Washington State University. My main focus often is economic revitalization and community engagement, but today I'm coming to talk to you about Pullman Serves It Forward. And, you know, I think George is on the line, Amanda's on the line. There's a lot of people here that can sort of talk more in depth on the economic impact that COVID and this pandemic has represented to our local restaurants. And as all of you on this line know, the entire supply chain is affected directly by the vitality of our local independent-owned restaurants. So when this fund came to my attention through the International Town Gown Association, it was really a striking opportunity to try to benefit all of those levels of the supply chain. And it really is a fund that is neighbors helping neighbors. So it's a simple concept. We have started a fund, and through the generosity and ability of Community Action Center, we've partnered with them to set up this fund where individuals can donate at a grassroots level $10, but we've had incredible donations up to $10,000 go into this fund. And in turn, we take that money and we donate to we purchase gift cards from participating restaurants. And then those gift cards are in turn added to the food boxes that go out to different food box clients through Community Action Center and other food service organizations. So, you know, I don't need to tell you the economics of the small independently owned restaurants. For the state of Washington alone, that revenue represents $13.5 billion annually. And in the state of Idaho, George can speak more to this than I can, but that number is 2.5 billion. What we know over nationwide is that 1 in 4 jobs lost to the COVID pandemic have been directly related to independent small restaurants. So, so this effort has been a way for us to connect with the restaurants. We've had really wonderful reception from different restaurants and also their generosity. They have been humbled by our efforts, but I have been humbled by their efforts, because time and again I will go and buy a batch of gift cards from these restaurateurs, and they will donate an extra 20% in the way of gift cards. We are serving, I think we're distributing about 48 gift cards every week in these food boxes, and they're $25 increments, and then we have a sliding scale. So a family of 1 to 2 will get a $25 gift card. A family of 4 will get 2 gift cards equaling $50. So it's really a great opportunity to sort of benefit the restaurant by purchasing these large blocks of gift cards. But the impact to these families, we can't overstate enough how hard this pandemic has been on everybody. And so for people who have been struggling with other, resource services, the ability to take a break and buy yourself a nice dinner has been really phenomenal. I want to share a story that we have one gentleman who called a restaurant. He had a gift card. He had never been able to order a meal online before. And he had shared with this restaurateur that he hadn't been able to afford a meal out for over 4 years. So, those are the sort of boosts that our community needs, but the outpouring of the community to this fund has just really been phenomenal. So you'll also notice sometimes if you're going online and ordering, again, back to the generosity of the restaurants, we have restaurants that have specifically created family-based meals because of their response to the Pullman Serves It Forward Fund. So you'll go online and you'll see a family meal for $40 that will serve 4 people. And I had another restaurateur that told me that specifically he created that so that if they have $50, they can also afford a dessert at the end. So with that, I just, I think that the last question was, what's the takeaway for year 2 of the pandemic. And I just really want to encourage people to think about buying local, supporting your local businesses. This is not just the business owner that benefits, but they are serving, you know, our entire supply chain, from the local farmer to our neighbors that are service industry workers in their business. So.
Great. We've had a couple of questions come in. The first one, is there any data available on the number of restaurant employees who are kept on as a result of this program?
I don't have a number for that. I do know, you know, I have a local restaurateur. I mean, the flip side of that is I have a local restaurateur who has shared with me that he had to lay off right out of the chute. He had to lay off 60% of his staff, and he has multiple restaurants in the community. So, you know, when asked, he said that's what keeps him up at night. You know, the fact that he's had to displace workers keeps him up more than just how he's going to keep his doors open. So, you know, as George pointed out, many of these restaurants, you know, they're now in a position where it's takeout only, and they don't have the ability to bring their customers into the store. So, so it's just really a tough spot. But if we can help them keep their doors open as we go into recovery, I think that's really going to be key to bringing, you know, these frontline service workers back into the building.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeanne.